How do you respond?
Well, first off, there's not one thing John said that we didn't already talk about. Not one thing, So there was nothing about that I hadn't already heard or that he didn't already feel. And one thing I've done throughout my career is that you got to look at what you do. And that's what I've done my whole career is, okay, how do we scheme it? How do we coach it? How do we execute it? How was our plan? All of those things when you go into it. And when it's below the line, you got to own it and fix it. And that's what you do. I mean, that's what we do as human beings, right? That's what I've always done my whole career. It's how I got to where I'm here now. There wasn't anything he said that wasn't, that we hadn't already talked about. So that's what you do. You look at it and you say, okay, was that good enough? The expectation here is to be elite, and we've been elite. We're going to continue to be elite. But I got to do it better. We got to do it better, and we'll continue to do it better.
You said you guys didn't follow through on your plan to deal with their pressure. From your perspective, what happened?
Well, like I said, I already really addressed it. He already talked about it. We didn't execute the way we'd planned.
Todd, when you look at the ground game, the numbers are odd. You're leading the league in yards per carry, but success rate and some of those aren't as good. In your mind, and understanding there's always nuance down and distance.
Sure.
What needs to happen for this running game to be more prominent and consistent, like it was, say, week 1 and all of last year?
Well, it can start by calling it more often, and stacking plays. That's, I'm going to start with calling it more often. Okay, that's a part of it. And stacking plays. You guys hit it over the weeks that I've gotten up here before, which is, okay, we're either getting to the point where we're scoring pretty fast or we're getting off the field fast. And that's not a great recipe because you can't stack plays. The idea of being able to run the ball, stay ahead of the chains, that's a part of it. That's not deflecting. We need to be able to run it better, need to call it more often because we got really good players back there, but we have really good players at a lot of spots. So bottom line is we've had games where we've had some explosive runs and some where we haven't been nearly up to the level that we expect, but it's early and I expect us to really get back on track.
Todd, have you felt like you guys have been able to get into the right plays in terms of changing the play at the line of scrimmage? Do you feel like we've gotten into the right plays versus certain looks?
Sure. I think with any offense, you're not going to be 100%. We know that. I think our quarterbacks have done a really good job of getting us into plays against the looks that we're trying to get, that we practice against. Is every play in that category? No, it is not. But I think our quarterbacks have done a good job. I think our guys have done a good job understanding the plan when we've gone into the week of how we plan to attack people.
There's been a lot of criticism about how it doesn't look like a Ravens team, particularly on offense. I'm sure that has something to do with the run game. Would you say you are still searching a little bit for an identity offensively?
Well, each game, to me, every game is a game within itself. I don't. After game 1, no one said that. After game 2, played a really good defense. And we struggled a little bit to run the ball and really gain some traction. Against Detroit, we had some self-inflicted on a couple series. We had twice 2nd and 3, and we went 3 and out. That's not going to get you on track. And then this last game started fast, just didn't capitalize that on the road. So I wouldn't say it as a trend. Certainly we got to be able to run the ball better. Certainly have to be able to stack drives together and plays together. That's for sure.
Just curious, when you step back from it and look at it after the fact, does it surprise you that you haven't run it as much as you have?
Some of it's that way, but I think, first of all, I'm not going to get away with, we have to be able to run it more often and better. Okay, let's start with that. But staying away from getting back on track. Because when you're 2nd and long, it really puts you at a tough spot. You're more often going to be at least more balanced, maybe a little more throw. And then stacking drives. The number of plays we have after 4 games is staggering. The few of what we've had, that's a fact. We just, and some of that is self-inflicted. We just haven't stacked enough drives together because that's where you're going to accumulate more first downs, more opportunities to run it. When we start doing that, then I think you'll see, I shouldn't say it. You're going to see it go up when we're able to stack drives and put it together.
Todd, I know Justice Hill's a valuable player on this team, but are there certain situations, particularly short yardage maybe, where you'd like to see Derrick Henry on the field more, that maybe it's not been part of the package before,
Well, the thing is, this year, Again, it's year to year. So short yardage depends on what we're calling short yardage, okay? Up until this last game, we really didn't have a lot of short yardages. I mean, I think we had 3 3rd-and-1s. One of them happened to be on the 1-yard line where we tossed it to Derek. So he's a big part of our short yardage package. Against Detroit, the first drive, we were 3rd-and-1, and we handed it to him. Some of them are, maybe on the books they're 3rd-and-1, but to me they were 3rd-and-2, and, we're using justice in the pass game, and he's a part of that. That comes into play. It came into play last year. Derek, is a huge part of our short yardage package. Just haven't really had enough of them, and we got to get to, the short yardage package where he's a big part of that, for sure.
I know it's it's next man up, and you look at the players you have, but how much is not having Pat Ricard impact some of those play designs, calls, et cetera?
I'm not going to put it on that. I mean, we love Pat. Pat's a tremendous player, but Zaire's done a great job. I mean, he's filled in admirably. There's certain things that you may do with Pat out there, but that's not an excuse. I mean, the bottom line is we've had all the other pieces.
I think some of the stat sites last year had you guys among the best in the NFL at limiting unblocked pressures. It seems like that has crept up. I know Nick Bolton got through a couple times on Sunday. With the continuity of the offensive line, is that a surprise for that uptick?
I didn't even know that there was a stat for that. I shouldn't say that. I know there's a stat for it. I guess I'll say I wasn't aware of that. Obviously, every game, each team poses a different, element in terms of scheming up your pressures, in terms of, challenging you. What will help us is if we run the ball better, right, and more often, if we stay out of the chains. If we'll stack plays together, we'll stay out of those exotic looks. I mean, that's really where you get it, is you're not going to have those issues when you're in base looks because you're staying out of the chains, you're running the ball well, and then you'll stay out of some of those where you get it. When we've gotten behind the chains or we've gotten behind in games, that's when you're going to see all that. That's when the pressures and the sacks occur, and they're going to challenge us. We certainly can be better there. We certainly can be better scheming it. I mean, that's a part of it too, us putting our guys in the right position. So we're certainly going to, again, like everything that we feel like we can get better at, we're going to fight like hell to fix it. I mean, that's all you can do. I promise you, that's what we're doing every single day, to fight to fix it. And that's how we've gotten to where we're at today. And to me, we can either end up as a speed bump or a much higher mountain, which it's not going to be that. I can promise you that. We're going to fight to fix it and get back on track. And I know we got the people to do it.
If you don't have Lamar, does it take certain run plays off the table? I mean, how much does it affect your game planning that way?
Well, obviously. As athletic as Coop is, some of those things are not going to look the same as Lamar. That doesn't mean you can't still be effective and efficient. It's just a different way of approaching certain aspects of your game. I mean, that's obvious, but our staff and myself have enough background and history with guys that we can still play winning football. Otherwise, we wouldn't have signed Cooper, right? We wouldn't have put ourselves in that position if we weren't confident enough to be able to build a game plan that would allow us to score and be really efficient.
One more, Coach. When throughout a game, how much feedback does John give you?
He gives me feedback. Sure he does. Our coaching staff does. Always. I think people are a little bit surprised that, well, the feedback is constant. The feedback during the week is constant. The feedback after games is constant, good and bad. That's part of what you do. Hopefully in any relationship or any job, you're getting immediate feedback and what we can do better, how we're seeing the game, right? And that's throughout the game, that's before the game, that's after the game. That's what you do. That's to me, that's winning football. That's what I love about Coach Harbaugh. And one thing, he is going to confront anything that gets in the way of winning football. That's a fact, okay? And everybody needs that, whether it's football. My wife does that to me. She confronts anything that gets in the way of us having a great relationship. And then what the hell do? You fight like hell to fix it. And that's what you do when it's damn important.
Thank you, Coach. Next time.